Mike Tyson was known as a defensive master, and such he was. He had a comprehensive list of defensive moves that he could summon whenever he was put into a situation where it would work for his favour. Just like now, he's rolling, then he throws Yabaka. In this regard, Mike Tyson really was a master of defense. He was one of the first boxers to turn defense to offense in such an effortless manner, just like here. Look at that. Boom. But was Mike Tyson rather a master of head movement or defense? Defense is purely the ability to be able to defend yourself, not to defend and attack. When Mike Tyson was put into situations where he had to rely purely on defense, which would be blocks, he wasn't able to do so. Because Mike once said himself, he's not worried about defensive moves like blocking, he always wants to go in for the attack, so he'll slip and roll shots to put him in position to attack. With that, we go on to looking at Floyd Mayweather, another true defensive master. But Mayweather wouldn't just rely on his feet, slips and rolls, he would rely heavily on blocks when he needed to. Just look at the footage. There's some times in a fight where your opponent gets momentum and you have to purely rely on defense. Of course, Mike Tyson knew how to block, but he never trained blocks as he did his other forms of defense. So in such situations, he had no means to weather the storm. Imagine Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Madonna, but Floyd Mayweather never knew how to block punches. Now, I can only think of one way that fight would have gone, and it's not in Mayweather's favour. And that is what Mike Tyson was dealing with every time he was up against an opponent who was equal to him. And Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis. He was in such a situation, he had to block shots because the fight was in Lennox's favour. Lennox had the momentum. Mike Tyson could put his guard up, but that's not the same as actively blocking punches. He wasn't able to slip and roll every shot like he was earlier in his career. And I know you're going to say Tyson wasn't in his prime in this fight, but the thing you have to understand is Tyson always won fights based on know-how, not just his physical attributes. Mike Tyson is an example of a very, very smart fighter. How do you think Mike Tyson would have done in the latter stages of his career if he could also block punches and wasn't just taking them straight in the jaw? Do you think Mike Tyson's all-offense style suited him and was better than him being a partially defensive fighter at times? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Be sure to like the video, and if you enjoyed, subscribe for future content. See you soon.